Chris Brandlin, happy Thursday. It's been a very long, stressful, and painful week. You know what? Sometimes you gotta look back at all the stress and pain and you gotta laugh at it because if you don't have any humor in life, you're gonna be very stressed and depressed. And I always want to encourage and embrace a sense of humor because there's a lot of people in this country, especially all the snowflakes, they get offended by anything nowadays, especially if you don't use their correct pronouns. We really gotta look back and laugh at it because humor is actually really good for your longevity. We've got clinical trials to prove that. So I'm one of the few attorneys and political candidates that's really promoting public health, which is kind of odd because most political candidates and attorneys, they can't even see their own genitals. And that's a huge issue because I focus on public health and I think that both sides can agree that public health is a major issue. You know, I'm also focusing on public safety and education, but public health is a major issue because there's a lot of people in this country that really need to toughen up. We have too many people in this country with LBS, and as you know, LBS stands for Little Bitch Syndrome, trademark pending. We need strong men and women in this country to carry this country forward. So anyways, I always encourage fitness, okay? In addition to eating real food, preferably a ketogenic animal-based diet, carnivore diet, I always encourage fitness, okay? So luckily, my hands get a little bit better. I actually injured it from the bull riding stunt a couple weeks ago. In addition to pulling out my shoulder, I also jacked up my hand and I rolled my ankle, but I can toughen up and I can heal a little bit faster because I eat a quality animal-based diet. And I also do oxygen-based therapies too. So what I'm gonna do is I want to build my pain tolerance, okay? So there's a lot of people in this country with LBS. We need to build some pain tolerance because pain makes you stronger. If you can go through some of the most painful things in your life and push through it, it is gonna make you a lot stronger and you can get through anything in life. So we talked about building pain. I always talked about actually building your knuckle strength, okay? And we talked about doing knuckle push-ups, especially on hardwood floors. I'm one of the few that I want to do a strength training test that's going to be hard because I can do handstand push-ups, but I want to build my my pain tolerance. So I'm going to do handstand push-ups on my knuckles, okay? I want to do at least 10. It's going to hurt because I'm going to have my entire body weight off the floor. I can do knuckle push-ups just on the hardwood floor, just push-ups, but when you do handstand push-ups, that's all of your body weight crushing knuckles. But guess what? I have a really good pain tolerance. So let's see what I got. So when you do handstand push-ups, you're going to want to probably start about a few inches away from the wall. And if you want, what I would encourage is you start off on headstands, okay? So let me show you. I'm going to start a couple inches away. So this is a headstand, okay? Now, if you actually have a strong neck, I can do this all day long because I have a very strong neck. I built it, not only through training, but mixed martial arts and wrestling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on my knuckles, bring my feet together, and I'm going to start, and let's see if I can at least do about 10. I can usually do 20 to 30 really good handstand push-ups, but I haven't been training, so I need to toughen up. So, ready? Let's start off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, knuckles are feeling it, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, they're definitely crippling up. But anyways, okay, the pain tolerance will get better. Now, this is actually what we do in a lot of boot camps. They actually do knuckle push-ups sometimes right on the concrete, and sometimes to make them even tougher, they'll actually put grains of rice or rocks under your knuckles while you do the push-ups. But I build a good pain tolerance, and I want to prove that if you want to have strong men and women carrying this country forward, you're going to need a strong man in office. And this is what I'm willing to do. So folks, let's make America great and healthy again.